The Talksport Fan Network.
The ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts.
Want authentic supporter insight on all things Bournemouth? Follow Up the Cherries in all departments on the Talksport Fan Network.
Club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Search Talksport Fan Network.
Hello Cherries fans, and here is our thoughts off the back of that game against Everton at Dean Court tonight. Of course, final score was AFC Bournemouth 0, Everton 1.
Couldn't even score at home against a team who was struggling, right, for form, who was meant to be good at their new stadium, got beat by Newcastle 4-1, who haven't won in 8 months away, and they come down to Bournemouth and have one lucky shot that deflects and goes in. Both teams are crap. We were crapper. It says it on the pitch.
Yeah, to be
they
honest,
wanted it more. They wanted it more. We looked down and out.
They're not a very good side, Everton. I've got to be honest. I'd
rather play Liverpool, for fuck's sake.
In the first 5, well, I wouldn't go that. They would have hammered us. But to be honest, in the first 5 minutes, I thought, well, we'll be absolutely fine. We'll control this game. We'll manage this game. We'll, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine. But lo and behold, they grew stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger.
Didn't even clear bloody corners.
Yeah, we was
struggling to clear corners, but yes, I understand they've got a tall back line, but that's not an excuse. If you're good enough to play in the Premier League, you're good enough to, at least try and at least be decent every game. I know every team has their day, like us clearly today, but I thought we would absolutely crap against West Ham and Sunderland. Today is probably our worst performance of the whole of this season's Premier League.
Well, I don't know. I think the Villa game was probably a little bit worse, but that's not far off. But Villa are a much better team than Everton, in all honesty. I just thought, of course, Jordi Petrovic in goal, I don't think he really did much wrong. Couldn't really do much about the goal.
He went to dive the other way because where they went to shoot into the bottom left corner, but where Grealish shot,
Grealish should have been picked up. Grealish should have been picked up.
Yeah, again, back line's just asleep. Again.
Yeah. I think Diakite was...
What was he doing?
I think he was really, really poor today. And, it's a real shame because he is a very talented player. He's a very good player. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. He's good on his day. Like, even when we played West Ham last week, every corner because we had quite a few corners against West Ham. Every corner we had, he was up there and headed the ball. Even beat his own nation man, Todibo, to a header in the ball.
Exactly.
And he's well big. Do you know what I mean? But Diakite today, absolutely pathetic, poor performance.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I don't really know what else really to say about this performance.
Subs might have just played with the result as well.
Traffair. I don't think he was at his best, but I think he was still dependable.
He had time to clear the ball, and then he just headed it out when he could have easily took a touch and controlled it and found a teammate to pass it. But no, he just panicked, headed it.
You look at...
And then a minute later, they scored from his mistake.
I think the weakest players, most definitely Diakite, Jimenez. Jimenez needs to learn a lot. He's very naive. He needs to get a lot better. Adam Smith, Smudge, is 100% a shoe-in really for the team at the moment. You might think that we're being ultra critical, but we're being ultra critical because we care, and we're disappointed with that level of performance. That level of performance is not good enough. That level of performance was really disappointing, and really we expected more from this game. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I don't think, like I say, Everton are a great side. What they did do well was they actually snuffed Semenyo out, but so many teams have worked out how Semenyo plays. Teams are actually reading what we do. Krupi, I thought was lively, but why did we take him off? It doesn't make any sense. Evan Nilsson is a battler, but he's not a prolific goal scorer. We need somebody, and Enisu now maybe should have been, if Krupi had a knock, Ellis Unau should have come on, really, shouldn't he, instead of Evan Nilsson. What do you think?
Yeah.
Well, you know, Fulham have got a bit of fight in them. You know, of course they lost, but you know, we're just looking at the score. You know,
City won 5-4.
City winning 5-4.
And they were 5-1 up as well.
That is a FIFA scoreline, isn't it?
Of course, it's a FIFA, 100%.
That is a FIFA. You know, when you go to world class, and then you're beating a team 5-1 or getting beat 5-1. On world class, and you think, all right, I better stick this down to amateur, and you know, to try and make a comeback. Yeah, fair play to Fulham. But yeah, talking about our game, it's very, very disappointing. Where are we in the table, Max?
I don't even want to look. My eyes
dare
are
I
bleached,
even
mate.
Look?
Fucking hell.
We are
Sorry,
now
but we're going down.
14th. We're not going.
Not going down, but we're going down in the league places.
Yeah.
You know what I meant.
Yeah.
I didn't mean going down like that. I meant we're going. If we play like that, we won't win another game this season.
No, we're below Spurs.
Oh, fucking hell.
We're only two positions above Nottingham Forest. You know, we thought we were going to win the bloody league, could do a Leicester after playing Forest earlier on in the season. You know, it's very, very, very disappointing.
If we beat Chelsea next week, where do we go?
Well, you know, it's a long way back.
Look how tight that is. Look how tight that is.
It is
5th
tight.
is 22nd, and
We're
14th
19th.
is 9.
19 points, yeah.
So
but we're not the form team. We're the most informed team in the league.
We're like Spurs, win one week, lose another.
Well, to be honest, we're not even winning. That's the problem. Like I say, Everton were poor. You know, Jack Grealish, a fantastic player. Tavernier was disappointing. What else can I really say?
I don't want to speak about it anymore. It's pissed me off too much.
Yeah, has me. Who do we play though against Chelsea? Because of course David Brooks is going to be back. Lewis
Tyler
Cook's
Adams
still
got booked today, so he's
suspended.
gonna
Tyler Adams is going to be suspended. Senesi will be back. You know, to be honest, I think you've got to play Senesi and Milisakovic at the back. I think, you know, Diakite was disappointing, and I would go with that. We shall see you in the next video. Up the cherries, hit like, hit subscribe. I know we're all a little bit depressed. All the best to Everton for the rest of the season. But yeah,
I'll still call you a sticky load of shit with syrup around your arse. Toffee wrappers. Castle scored it as well.
well, up the cherries. We'll see you in the next one. We're going to go beat Chelsea now. You watch. We'll beat Chelsea. Beat Chelsea. Might have to go and get another couple of beers, but you know, we'll beat Chelsea.
The Talksport Fan Network.
The ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts.
Want authentic supporter insight on all things Bournemouth? Follow Up the Cherries in all departments on the Talksport Fan Network.
Club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Search Talksport Fan Network.